Mr. Quiet liked the quiet life. He lived quietly in a small little cottage in the middle of a wood. The problem was that small little cottage was in the middle of a wood, in the middle of a country called LoudLand. Everything and everybody in LoudLand was noisy. Oh, the noise. Dogs didn't coop wolf like dogs would. They went, took a deep breath. Woof! People didn't shut their doors like you or I would shut all doors. They slammed them. Bang! People didn't talk to each other. They shouted at each other. Oh! They shouted as they met in the street. And you've heard about something being as quiet as a mouse, haven't you? Not a LoudLand. They had the noisiest mice in the world. Squeak! Squeak! They roar at each other. Mr. Noisy would have liked living in LoudLand, and he'd loved it, but Mr. Quiet didn't. Noise frightened him, so he stayed in his cottage in the middle of his wood as much as he could. But of course he couldn't sit there all the time. Every week, for instance, he had to go shopping. He used to keep in the grocery shop. Good morning, baby recruiter. What can I do for you? Please, whispered Mr. Quiet, could I have some cornflakes, please? What? Cornflakes, please, he whispered. Speak up. Mr. Quiet tried his loudest whisper. Cornflakes, please. Can't hello, shouted the recruiter. Next, please. And poor Mr. Quiet had to keep away without any cornflakes. It wasn't fair, was it? He crept into the butcher's. Please, he whispered, I'd like some meat. The butcher didn't even hear him. He was humming to himself, loudly and fastly. Mr. Quiet tried again. Please, he whispered, I'd like some meat. The butcher started to whistle. It sounded more like a burglar alarm than a whistle. Mr. Quiet fled empty-handed. It often happened, which probably explains why he was so little. Poor Mr. Quiet. He sat at home at night with a feeling of despair. Whatever am I to do? He thought. It's no use, he thought. I'll just have to try again. As he The following day, he went shopping again, but the same thing happened. Hello, thundered the cooper. Next, please. Hello, bellowed the green cooper. Next, please. Hello, roared the milkman. Next, please. Hello, bawled the butcher. Next, please. Who? Mr. Quiet went whoop and went to bed, hungry. The morning after, he was awakened by a noise, which sounded like bombs dropping. It was the LoudLand postman knocking at Mr. Quiet's door. Bang, 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 bang. Mr. Quiet went and opened the door. Morning, shouted the postman. Letter for you. Mr. Quiet took the letter into his kitchen. He sat down to open it. He waited until the noise of the postman's footsteps died away. Clump, 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 clump. Mr. Quiet opened the letter in great excitement. He'd never had a letter before. It was from Mr. Happy in Happyland, an invitation to stay. Mr. Quiet was overjoyed. He rushed upstairs and packed his bag and set off that very morning. It was late when he arrived on Mr. Happy's doorstep. He knocked on Mr. Happy's door. Tap, tap, tap. Mr. Happy opened the door. Hello, he smiled. I thought I heard something. You must be Mr. Quiet. Well, who just stand there? Come in and have some supper. It was the first proper meal Mr. Quiet had had for months, and while he was eating it, he told Mr. Happy all about the problems he'd been having in LoudLand. Mr. Happy was so sympathetic. Who at breakfast the following morning. Mr. Happy told Mr. Quiet that he'd been thinking about his problem. I think he said that under the circumstances, you'd better treat her in Happyland. Mr. Quiet's face lit up. And, continued Mr. Happy, we'll find you a house, and you went on a job. Mr. Quiet's face dropped. Oh, I never did go at jobs, he confessed, because I'm too quiet. Ah, smiled Mr. Happy. I have the very job for a quiet chap like you. And so the very next day, Mr. Quiet started work, and he loves it. Do you know where he works? In the Happy Landing Library. As you know, everybody who comes into a library has to be very quiet. A rule whispering is allowed, but a clever act of Mr. Happy's, wasn't it? And these days, Mr. Quiet is as happy as can be. Why, the other day, do you know what he did on his way home from work? He was so happy, he laughed out loud. Can you imagine?
Next, please.